Risk Assessment Step 1. Threat Identification. Threat is the potential for an actor or threat source to exercise, either accidentally trigger or intentionally exploit, a specific vulnerability. Both threat sources and threats must be identified to ensure accurate assessment. Usually, threat contains three parts: threat sources, threat occurrence rates or likelihood or frequency, threat impact. Its formula ALE equals V times L. V is the value of asset. ALU stands for annual loss exposure. Example: you have a 3 million data center located in a flood area. A major flood that could destroy the data center occurs once every 100 years. So V is 3 million. Likelihood L is 0.01. Estimate ALE is $30,000. Actors, motivations, and threats. Actor like external hacker or script kiddies, motivated by curiosity, ego. Threat, such as system hacking or social engineering. Internal hacker, motivated by financial gain or disenchantment. Insider threats, such as fraud, poor documentation. Cybercriminal, motivated by profit or ideology. Conduct threats like distributed denial of services, DDoS, phishing, ransomware, credit card fraud, cyber stalking. Nation-state hacker, motivated by power or revenge. Threats like critical infrastructure attacks, multi-stage, multi-vector attacks. Poorly trained employee due to unintentional errors. Threats example like corruption of the data, malicious code introduced. Cracker, motivated by monetary gain, unauthorized data alteration. Threats like social engineering, system intrusion, impersonation. Individuals who understand organization, industry, or type of system, or better yet all three, are key in identifying threats. Once the general list of threats has been compiled, review it with those most knowledgeable about the system, organization, or industry to gain a list of threats that applies to the system. It is valuable to compile a list of threats that are present across the organization and use this list as the basis for all risk management activities. As a major consideration of risk management is to ensure consistency and repeatability, an organizational threat list is invaluable. Organizations face an evolving threat scenario that they are ill-prepared to deal with. Threats that have bypassed the traditional security protection techniques and resides undetected on their system. This is a quote from Gartner 2012. Verizon's 2015 Data Breach Investigation Report, DBIR, estimated a financial loss of $400 million from 700 million compromised records, which resulted from 79 security incidents. New threat landscape. Nature of threats are changing. Damage of attacks from disruption caused by worms and viruses, to cybercrime by spyware or bots, to large-scale cyber espionage by advanced persistent threats, zero-day targeted attacks, and dynamic Trojans, stealth bots. Today's attacks are sophisticated and successful. Intruders are more prepared and organized. Attack attribution on the internet is incredibly difficult. Intruder tools are increasingly sophisticated yet easy to use. Required intruder knowledge going down, and highly motivated attackers, since attack needs to be succeed only once. Defense needs to be right every single time. Due to the increasing adoption of cloud and mobile devices in the enterprise, network parameter dissolving. Existing detection techniques failing the following attacks, such as coordinated persistent threat actors, dynamic polymorphic malware, multi-vector attacks, multi-stage attacks. In today's rapidly evolving threat landscape, the traditional checklist approach won't be able to keep up and provide timely support for new threat detection and prevention. Threat intelligence, either as a service or tool, has received a lot of attention lately. Simply put, threat intelligence is a knowledge that helps you identify security threats and make informed decisions. Threat intelligence can help you solve the following problems. How do I keep up to date on the overwhelming amount of information on security threats, including bad actors, methods, vulnerabilities, and targets? How do I get more proactive about future security threats? How do I inform my leaders about dangers and repercussions of specific security threats? Threat intelligence falls into two categories. Operational intelligence is produced by computers, whereas strategic intelligence is produced by human analysts. The two types of threat intelligence are heavily interdependent, and both rely on the skilled and experienced human analysts to develop and maintain them. Operational intelligence is produced entirely by computers, from data identification and collection through to enrichment and analysis. A common example of operational threat intelligence is automatically detection of distributed denial-of-service DDoS attacks, whereby a comparison between indicator of compromises and the network telemetry is used to identify attacks much more quickly than a human analysis could. Strategic intelligence focuses on the much more difficult and cumbersome process of identifying and analyzing threats to an organization's core asset, including employees, customers, infrastructures, applications, and vendors. To achieve this, highly skilled human analysts are required to develop external relationship and proprietary information sources, identify trends, educate employees and customers, study attacker tactics, techniques, and procedures, TTP, and ultimately make the defensive architecture recommendations necessary to combat identified threats. A common example of a strategic intelligence is the use of a threat actor TTPs to inform proactive security measures such as enhanced vulnerability and the patch management or comprehensive security awareness training.